Hey, what's up, guys? It is April 19th, 2019. Yeah, that's right. I said it. It is. What's special about today, by the way? I don't know, but I'm going to find out. I want to know why April 19th is special. All right? I'm going to be doing this every year. So, actually, every day, I have an idea. Every day, you and me, we're going to learn why that day is special, okay? And I guarantee you, today's Good Friday, okay? For everybody in the current century and all the laymen out there, today's Good Friday, so it happens to be Good Friday, but in terms of why, that's a yeah, it could be any Good Friday doesn't have to be April 19th. But let's go through the reasons why April 19th is awesome, okay? April 19th is the 109th day of the year, 110th in leap years. We got to remember that in the Gregorian calendar. I really don't know what other calendars we use on a regular. Yeah, I'm ignorant. Okay, all right. See, I'm trying to be down with the kids. There are 256 days remaining until the end of the year. Wow. Okay. So there's 365 days normally. So this year is more than 100 days over with already. It feels like it just started the other day. Oh well. Got to be taking these years seriously, man. Okay. AD 65. I need a little timer here that says how long these videos are going, because for all I know, I don't know. 8065, Friedman Milkis betrays Piso's plot to kill the Emperor Nero. I know what Nero is. I don't know who Friedman. I'm not sure what a Friedman is. It sounds like a person who was a slave and that's now free. Betrays Piso's plot to the Emperor to kill the Emperor Nero, and the conspirators are arrested and assumed killed. 531, Battle of Calincum. Okay, I'm gonna look for things that are relevant. Martyrdom of Alfhay in Greenwich. Empress Irene organized a conspiracy against her son Constantine. Irene proclaims herself Basilius. Okay, I want to be a Basilius. 1506, Lisbon Massacre, which accused 1529, beginning of the Protestant Reformation, Second Diet of Speyer, Treaty of Frankfurt. I'm not sure what that is. Some war, whatever. Um, Actually, let's find out. I've heard about it before. Treaty of Frankfurt, Truce of Frankfurt was a formal agreement of peace between Charles, the Holy Roman Emperor, and the Protestants in April 1539. They met at Frankfurt on the Main, and the Lutherans were represented by Philip Melanchthon. Okay, wow, interesting names back then. Okay, yeah, okay, great. Probably some religious stuff going on there. Um, Doherty's rebellion against the burning of Derry. French army captures the town of Cambrai. Okay, Charles the Sixth of the Holy Roman Empire issues the Pragmatic Sanction of 1713 to ensure that Habsburg lands and the Austrian throne would be inheritable by a female. His daughter and successor Maria Theresa was not actually born until 1717. Okay, interesting. That's some feminist stuff right there. Okay, let's see. More to the point. Let's go in reverse order, because some of these things I can't relate to. Can you? Okay, Boston bombing. Yeah, that didn't happen. That happened 6 years ago today. Sarnaev. I remember watching this with a police officer friend of mine who I don't actually hang out with anymore. But we were watching it in his apartment. It was kind of interesting what was going on. The guy was found in a boat. Yeah, back in the backyard of suburb Watertown. 2011, Fidel Castro resigns as first secretary of the Communist Party. He lived for I don't know how many years. How old was he? Let's find out. Fidel Castro, 1959. That's him in 59. Yeah, he in office. He died not too long ago. Yeah, he died 2016. Right after Trump got elected. He held out until conservatism had made its comeback, I guess, or right around the time Trump got elected. I don't remember. The German Bundestag returns to Berlin. Oh yeah, wasn't that the theater that caught fire during World War II? German federal parliament. It can be compared to the Chamber of Deputies alongside the. Okay, I was completely off. All right. Bundesstaat, a separate individual states of Germany. Okay, I bicameral. I got what that meant. Oklahoma City bombing. Wow, that that occurred also not too long ago, 1995, but 14 years to the date. And gun turret at USS Iowa, killing 47 sailors. Branch Davidian. Oh, Waco, Texas. Okay, 76 Davidians died in the fire. Wow. Okay, this was a lot of things actually happened today. Yeah, you know. Anyway, so and today, what's going on today that's noteworthy that'll make this list? Anyone of interest was born on April 19th? Probably tons of people. Tom McKay, Air Arbus. I can't quick, scanning this list. I don't see anyone of super, whatever. David Koresh. Oh, it was his birthday. Okay, ironically, the same day when he was killed, in the whole Waco, Texas thing. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Okay, I'm done with that shit. Okay. Okay. Let's go on to see today news. All right. Your boss lied. Sanders Gidley face vastly different Mueller questions on CNN. AOC says she'll sign Tlaib's Trump impeachment resolution in the wake. Sanders say no culture of lying at the White House. So quickly on this impeachment stuff. So the Mueller report was released. Very flattering pictures of Huckabee Sanders, by the way, and completely redacted. I saw that thing by Barr yesterday. It was interesting. I mean, it was expected. I mean, the whole thing played to, was expected and played to Trump's emotional issues during the campaign, things like that. You know what? I'm not going to comment on the details of what I think here because I don't think that's what I want to be about right now. Hours after the Trump Justice Department Thursday released a redacted version of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report on Russian investigation. So the redacted version looks pretty interesting. Let's redacted version Mueller report. I mean, if I look up Mueller report, I'll only find the redacted version, unless someone manages to hack it, and I guess some will consider them a hero. Here. Read the report. I will give NPR a click through for the. Here, read the roughly 400-page report. Mueller report text. Okay. Explore this document in full screen mode. All right, this is close enough. All right, report on the investigation into Russian interference in the presidential election, volume 1 of 2. We're going to read the Mueller report together. Volume 1 of 2. So this is a 2-part series. It says 448. Is that because it expanded a PDF? Why did it say part 1 of 2 then? Because Trump campaign, dissemination of hacked materials, harm to ongoing matter. Okay, so these are redaction categories, okay, because some things need to be redacted and categorized for the purposes of redaction. So people are like, this is the reason why, and it's not just some like secret mystery thing. Personal privacy, potential section 1030 violation by personal privacy. Harm to ongoing matter. You know what? Why do they have to alternate? We know what harm to ongoing matter is at this point, right? Could they provide a key somewhere? They probably have a key somewhere. George Papadopoulos, personal privacy, application of certain individuals. Somebody, one individual, probably Trump family member, Ivanka Trump, possibly, harm to ongoing. There's still an ongoing investigation regarding some of these people. This report is submitted to Attorney General pursuant to this 28 CFR, blah, 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 states that at the conclusion of the special counsel's work, he shall provide the Attorney General a confidential report explaining the prosecution and declination decisions reached. The Russian government interfered in the 2016 presidential election in sweeping and systematic fashion. Evidence of Russian government operations began to surface in mid-2016. In June, the National Committee and its cyber response team publicly announced that Russian hackers had compromised the network. Okay, it releases it. Okay, so great. We know for sure that Russians compromised the network. Russians have been getting a crazy rap, and I think they've always been getting a crazy rap ever since the Bolshevik years, back in early 1900s. That fall, over 100 years ago, that fall, two federal agencies jointly announced that the Russian government directed recent compromises email from the U.S. persons and institutions. There, I probably don't mention Putin directly, including U.S. political organizations. God, I can't read. No one wants to read this whole fucking 200-page thing. They just want to look for the part that says this is where Trump colluded. Russian social media campaign Internet Research Agency carried out the earliest Russian interference operations identified by the investigation. Social media campaign designed to provoke and amplify political and social discord in the United States. I wonder if the Internet Research Agency has been taken down. That's an awesome name. Internet Research Agency. All right. Trolls from Algino. Oh, great. The Russian company based on St. Petersburg engaged in online influence. I think the Germans wanted to destroy St. Petersburg completely back in World War II. And they were probably afraid of stuff like this, but whatever. Based in St. Petersburg, engaged in online influence operations. Ooh, I want to be involved in online influence operations. In fact, this whole set of videos is an online influence operation. I'm gonna influence you guys to help make me a millionaire. No, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Or explicitly. That's one of the key things of subliminal advertisement. You never be explicit about it. And because I'm being explicit about it, perhaps I'm being implicit about it by pretending to be explicit about it. Okay. It's actually one of the same reasons that Trump, during the report, obstruction of justice was apparently seen. It was not considered to be an obstruction of justice case because he apparently did everything he did that could have been construed as obstruction out in the open, meaning he threatened people in the open. He said a lot of nasty things about people in the open, and he termed those as fighting back rather than obstruction. So agency has employed fake accounts registered on major social networking sites, discussion boards, online newspaper sites, and video hosting services to promote the Kremlin's interest in domestic and foreign policy, including Ukraine and the Middle East, as well as attempting to influence the 2016 United States presidential election. More than 1,000 employees reportedly worked in a single building of the agency of 2015. So there was 1,000 employees of this IRA firm. I mean, with that many, I think there has to be some level of government influence there. I mean, 1,000 isn't a lot of employees, but I mean, it's enough to say that something like this would have to have some sort of bigger money coming in and supporting it, because I don't see any sort of commercial operations it would really be involved in to kind of hide its true intent. This is the building. We got to go visit this building. Okay, I want to go to St. Petersburg. Let's find out 55 Savoshkina Street. Let's see. Maps. St. Petersburg, Russia. So, Savoshkina, I think it's this one, because then you have Savoshkina Street in Novondeporkova, Zaporizhia. Yeah. I really do want to travel to Russia at some point. I figure like my understanding of Russia at this point comes a lot from like World War II or World War I kind of structures in Russia. So I imagine the whole thing is one large desolate farmland. I'm sure it's been heavily industrialized since those days, but I don't want directions. I just want to. Okay, here it is. Let's see what's in the area. What does this look like? This looks like some kind of. There we go. At least these aren't in these names. Olitisia Shavoshkina. They're using English characters. They look like they switched to Cyrillic in this here part. Before after. Ooh, there's a cafe called Before After. That's 90 rubles. That's cool. I think I could handle that. And look at this. Flight by helicopter, 21 hours. We can do a flight by helicopter there? That's freaking awesome. I think it's helicopter. No, it's not helicopter. God. What is that? A light rail. Some kind of Bus. Okay, Staraya Derevnya. Okay, Staraya Derevnya. Okay, I'm not gonna go here, but I'll keep it in mind because 55 Savashkina is where the IRA, not the Irish IRA, the Russian IRA lives. All right, well, I think this video has gotten, let's see, more Mueller report. Harm to ongoing matter, harm to ongoing matter. Um, all right, let's switch context real quickly because personal privacy, PP. Ooh, PP. Roger Stone and PP. Michael Cohen, Richard Gates, PP, Roger Stone, and PP. Why didn't they just put the PPs together and just put one big PP line over it? You know, so now we know that there's two PPs there. Um, Acting Attorney General confirmed in a memorandum the special counsel in. Oh, so that was Robert Whitaker, I guess. No, Acting Attorney General, because Jeff Sessions, no, he was still acting at the time. Investigative authorities, several individuals and critics. First, as part of a full and thorough investigation of the Russian government's efforts to interfere in the 2016 presidential election, the special counsel was authorized to investigate the pertinent activities of uh, Michael Cohen, Richard Gates. So there were two people being investigated that we'll never know who it is. Confirmation of authorization and investigations of individuals. The memorandum stressed does not suggest that special counsel has made its determination that any of them has committed a crime, even though Roger Stone was arrested. All right, enough. You could go into this all day. We can dissect this all day, and I know you want to see my analysis, just like you wanted to see my analysis of April 19th. Okay, but this video is long and long and long. All right, let's talk about Tron crypto real quickly. Okay, Tron crypto. You need to see where Tron is doing because Tron is my thing. Crypto market near turning point. BNB up. That's Binance Coin. 10%. Bitcoin Cash. EOS. Tron analysis. I forgot what EOS stands for. Whatever the case is. I don't know how good it's doing. Bitcoin Cash price analysis. Recently, Bitcoin Cash price consolidated near the 310 level for a few hours against the US dollar. The BCH USD pair failed to gain strength above the $320 mark, resulting in a bearish reaction. Look how quickly the bears react in these cases. You know what I mean? If you look at the charts, right? Like Tron chart. I mean, you know, there's traditional stock market trends that go into it. Oh, it's almost up to 3 cents. Nice, but it had a fall off. It's still 502 BTC. I should remember the price in BTC, but is that really worth it? I mean, look at Tron, right? You know, like as soon as there's a resistance level hit, everyone says it's too much because whales sell off and you know, people go all the way down and everyone starts to freak out. Tron has one of these. It looks like, I mean, I'm gonna guess there's some kind of, you know, you can't really establish a pattern with 2 points. 3 points, maybe you can establish a pattern, but it looks like for some reason in April, or some reason in this cycle, this peak-to-peak cycle, you know, let's see how long. Let's see if this pattern reestablishes itself. There could be an investment cycle, which would be possibly kind of delayed, that is involved with money around this time, you know. I'll discount everything earlier in the year. Tron strives to build for the future of decentralized internet, global free content, entertainment. See, this is like a bunch of nonsense, but like, you know, whatever. It's got a 1,187% ROI. Is that at the time of launch? So compared to when it, so that's an interesting figure. Like I haven't checked Coin Market Cap for a while, but its ROI is huge compared to when it first came out. So even if you still bought into Tron when it first came out for like fractions of a cent, you'd still have 1,187% of your money. So that's 10 times, whatever, over 11 times your money. It could be a lot of money depending on how much you put in. You know, put in $2,000, that have an 11% factor. Anyway, but there was a point when it was like 20,000 times. And yeah, okay. Anyway, let's not go back to this time period because we were all sad around when this happened. I remember. Anyway, okay, so that's it. We're going into Tron. Tron looks like it's on the downswing now. Let's see what the Tron news says real quick. Price analysis, make or break. I don't like looking at these price forecast things here. Ethereum and Tron, Ethereum and USD and Tron. Rises in the charts as this and sun shot up. Let's see what are fundamental events here, because like this is all technical analysis. I don't want to see that. shit. Okay. Coin rides the bull. This is from April 7th. So, I mean, in terms of big news, let's see Tron Twitter. DApp number has exceeded 300. That's useful. I should go to Twitter from now on. With over 700 smart contracts, the DAU reached 40,000, which is 10,000 more than last week. Of course, Justin's son. Both the 24-hour transaction volume, trading volume doubled since those of last week, meaning strong growing momentum. Is available on Bitcan official Tronics can trade, but TRX USDT, TRX BTC, F now Tron TRX. Okay. Justin Tron. Justin Suntron. Suntron. It sounds like an interesting robot on it. Looks the same as he did last year. USDT launched on Tron's really. Tether. Oh, okay. So, so they got rid of the Omnichain. USDT got rid of Omnichain and went to Tron. That's interesting. Okay. USD peg stablecoin USDT on Tron blockchain. Tron is going to take over one day. All right. I still have a bag in Tron, as they say. So, anyway, see you later. That's it. I'm done.